Hey everybody. So it's Pride Week, and as we all know, there's been a long and tortured history between Christians and the LGBTQ two-spirited community. For a very long time, Christians have promoted the idea of the binary sense of gender. There's only male and female and nothing in between, and no crossovers are allowed. This has caused so much trouble, so much death, so much suffering and heartache over the centuries. Fortunately now, there are some denominations of Christians who have tried to look past all of that, get over those ideas, and welcome everybody. But, as we know, there's still lots of Christians who feel that God said in the beginning that there's just male and female. That's how He created them, and that's the way it should stay. Well, they say that it's always been like that for Christians. But how do we know? Well, they point to the Bible. There's another way of actually knowing what real Christians thought, people who actually followed the faith back in the early days, and that's to look at their art. So I want to show you some images, some of the first images of Jesus as He showed up in art in the 4th century.
This sculpture is from the early 300s. Jesus is turning water into wine. The thing is, Jesus doesn't look anything like any of the other men. They all have short hair, with and without beards. Jesus has no beard and long curly hair. The only person he looks like is his mother, Mary, who's standing with her hands outstretched. Jesus looks like a woman in this image, not a man.
Now, just a little while later, about a century later, Jesus got a beard. And you think, well, that solves everything. Jesus is clearly a dude, a man, no problem, we've sorted this all out. But actually, in the centuries that followed, we got paintings like this one.
So here we see Christ on the cross with a beard. Looks like a man, okay. But there's something coming out of the wound in his side. It's the church. Christ is giving birth to the church. Christ the man is giving birth, something only women can do. Jesus here is shown as both male and female at the same time.
If we have troubles with these paintings, it's because we're so used to thinking about gender in terms of male and female, these two binary categories, and we get weirded out when we see them combined. But you know what? The early church obviously wasn't quite so hung up on gender that way. They could see Jesus as having male and female characteristics simultaneously. It's our inability to see people that way that's caused so much trouble. But you know, the fact is, we were never asked to worship the categories. We were asked to love everybody we find among us and everybody who comes to us. That's what we're asked to do as Christians, not to get hung up on the categories. And that's what we're going to be talking about this Sunday at church, 10:30 a.m. I hope some of you will be there. Peace be with you, and happy Pride!